made of our gold. Stern yelling through a megaphone. There's corruption on the highest floor. Shoot forward out of
Hello. Hi, I'm Kigan. Thank you for joining me again. I'm sorry about last week. For some reason the camera angle was way off. Apologise for that. I'm going to start out with a poem. It's called Surviving the Flood of Fear. Love is not a compulsion. It's an action that comes from the heart. It proves to the mind it's okay to let go, if one can trust that life won't fall apart. Acts of love can be risky in a world that is flooded with fear, but together we can soak up the water and make new beginnings appear. I wanted to start out by talking again more topic about fear. I wanted to talk about a concern that I had about guns. It seems to me that they're trying to make a new left-right paradigm, turning people that are for guns and people that are against guns against each other to fight. This is very dangerous. I don't like it. I don't like when they keep doing this, categorizing people. If you feel the need to possess a gun in public, that's your business. But I suggest that you keep it concealed so nobody knows about it. That way, if you're going out in public and you have a weapon that people can see that's on you, people could feel intimidated by you and afraid. I say that guns definitely should be only for self-defense. I think if you feel the need to carry one, you have a right to, but I believe that you should keep it concealed and be, what's the word? I'm sorry, I can't, dang it, I can't think of the word, discreet. Yes, that's it. Be discreet, because for defense, you want to keep your defense. So if something does happen, nobody knows that you have a weapon and you can defend whoever's getting attacked, or if you're getting attacked. Also, if you have it like on your somewhere where somebody can see it, somebody could grab it and take it from you and use it against you or somebody else. I believe everybody has the right to possess a gun if they feel threatened and feel that they need to have one. I believe that for self-defense. I don't believe in using it to hurt anyone or scare anyone or threaten anyone. The Bundy Ranch incident was a great example of people that had firearms and had them for the right reason, to stand up for others and protect other people and their land. Because I'm sure a lot of those people wish we lived in a world where we didn't need to have these things. But I'm glad that everything worked out peaceful, and they proved for all of us peaceful people and creatures that we are not here to be a threat and hurt anybody. We don't want anybody to get hurt. Too many people have been hurt. We are here to defeat the evil and stand up against the evil. I wanted to also talk about evolution and involution. I wanted to start out also for one thing I wanted to say, something about Common Core. I forgot about this. It's just an update I heard. Now apparently the Common Core word problems in the problems are like being used brand name items like lifesavers or whatever brand name products, stuff like that. So apparently it's treating people like consumers, children of course, especially, that is absolutely ridiculous. They're already surrounded by advertisements all the time, and now they're going to put it in their word problems. And I heard that they don't get compensation for this, but I see if they're not getting compensation, that means they're using your child as an experiment to see if they can put it in their mind that they want something. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. No advertisements or anything commercially like that should be in these children's work. They need to think for themselves. They want to treat society like consumerism, like you're consumers, bringing children up to just do as they're told, without question. That's wrong. Please teach your children to ask questions, question authority, question the need for somebody to even consider somebody authority. We are all the authority of ourselves. As a human, you are. Okay, now back to... I want to also say that... hold on a minute, let me get this. I was watching an episode of Cosmos the other day. Cosmos Space-Time Odyssey on Fox. It has some nice pictures of the universe. I was very troubled though, because I knew that they were going to put little things in there to tweak it and make people just believe what they're hearing, especially children. On Cosmos, the narrator Neil, he just says, like it's fact, that and I quote, our ancestors were apes, I believe he said, and he says this as if it were fact, like Darwinism, evolution is true. That's his theory. It's a theory only. And you did not come from apes. That is wrong. That is a false belief. Remember, one of the tenets of Satanism is social Darwinism. To make people think that they came from animals. This is not the case. And this is a fact. No evidence in fossil record, not one bone in so-called hominid ancestors of humanity was present in any human skeleton ever found on the face of the earth. There are no hominids. There are no apes or gorillas. You are a human being. You are a creature that's unique from all the animals. You have a neocortex. You can tap into it whenever you want for higher order thinking. It's called a neocortex, another word for it is the new bark, the new tree that needs to be discovered by people. You discover it by yourself. Remember, the Creator is within, the sparkle of the divine is within everyone. He put it there for you to understand and to become and learn how to be a child of His. You know what's right and what's wrong. You know what you don't like. If you don't like something done to you, that it's not a good idea to do it to somebody else. Okay, I want to talk about evolution and involution now, this correct term of evolution. Humans are gifted with free will to create their own reality as one. Evolutionary force is an orderly complexion, unification, whereas involutionary is the opposite, a force working to create stagnation and division. Makes us already think we're advanced, and blinds you to the fact that we can go further, mentally, in your mind, and create a connection, and evolve from there. What we could create, now, it's involution perpetuates the fear of what could be created, and the fear of letting go and evolving. People need to learn to let go. You need to let go of the system. You need to let go of this system in order to pass on to the next system, the good one that we're trying to build here, with the truth and light and love and care. True care. True care is what everybody needs to learn. Now, the involutionary force is like clockwork. The current reality, distraction from synoptic, distraction from orderly thinking, the distraction of all the distractions, like with all the evolution they talk about on TV, the mainstream evolution talk. It's never about consciousness. It's not about that. It's always about the fittest, survival of the fittest, the physical developments, and nothing about consciousness or higher consciousness. Evolutionary force is a synoptic orderly force to create higher levels of order through the will of the majority, through Christ's consciousness. Evolution creates higher consciousness in the mind together. Evolution, I call it involution or evolution of unconsciousness, is like Darwinism, like I said. In religious dogmas to create involution and hold back. More chaos through fear of chaos. Fear of thinking things. Fear of free thinking. Fear of thoughts. That there's a perpetual fear of thoughts too in your mind, and it's almost like you persecute yourself for thinking that. But we have thoughts, and if the thoughts are uncontrollable, which some people have that, and it's very, very, very debilitating. But remember, if there's a thought that's invading your mind and you don't like it, it's not your thought. You did not think that yourself. Something put it there to hurt you and upset you. And the Creator knows what thoughts are yours and what thoughts are not yours. My owner master has meditated and didn't really realize it. And he told her that he knows which thoughts are hers and which thoughts are not. So she doesn't have to be afraid anymore. And remember that when she does that too, and she gets upset about things, and she wants to help somehow and fix things, she always gets the message of use your words, because she writes poetry and it helps a lot. It helps explain all of this in simple lines. It's very inspiring, and I hope that the poems that we read on the show will inspire you and help you to understand things that may have been difficult to understand. Remember, there is only one moral code of conduct as an aggregate: natural law, also known as Christ consciousness, universal spiritual law, the Creator's natural law, and that is to treat others how you want to be treated. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week.
Security couldn't get her down. She was welded to the eagle's beak.